to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
6-yard. Aaron Rodgers on the
nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards. 21-16 at Lambeau. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Adam Thielen.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
A gain of 2. Brings up
Cousins gives way to Cook. Sheds a 2nd man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
7. Brings up
on 3rd and 1. Here's Cousins. That's coming, and down he goes. There's Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
It's the score. Vikings 3. Packers 0.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard.
Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their 1st drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Valdez-Scantling. A 2-yard gain on the play.
And working from the gun. Rodgers. Over the middle, into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
On second down, it's Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Packers.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Packers nothing.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16.
A gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On the ground with a tight end. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Deep in the red zone, seem like they... And he's got it! It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Rodgers
from 3 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run. Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Dalvin Cook.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU, and Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Try for the 3rd down stop. Working out of the gun, Cousins. But it's caught on the right side of Smith.
You understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the 2nd round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph. But now with Smith, you diversify the offense.
They'll run for it. Cook, and he won't get there. They stop him a few.
Short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And Adams has it, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Packer 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
first down. Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forcing defenders work out all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this one in for the Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve it.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First down and goal to go at the 2-yard line.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, first and goal.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it's 21-3. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Johnson now returning.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our...
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now. At 11, it's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
On first down, Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll go again to Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Aaron Jones.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route.
complete. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.